Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. Today we're going to react to Prime Edge Was a Savage. We talk about Edge. On this day, I see clearly. Yes, Prime Edge was a fucking savage. Prime Edge, the things he did, bruh. Taking the title from John Cena with that goddamn Money in the Bank briefcase. Then he got it back somehow. Went to SmackDown and stole it from Batista and Undertaker. Oh, he stole it from Undertaker. Then he was fucking with Batista. Oh my god, bro. This nigga was an asshole, bro. Oh man. This nigga pissed me the fuck off, bro. For real. But anyways, though, we gonna get right into this, though, man. This is about wrestling gifts. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Yo, there has never been a wrestler I've hated more in my life than Prime Edge. From 2005 until 2009, if you were watching wrestling and you heard,
"You think you know me?"
Yo, you better hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your championships, because Edge was coming and he was taking it all. Without a doubt,
Matt Hardy storyline,
the most disgusting, just
so
the biggest piece of shit. There is no doubt in my mind that this man right here was the biggest supervillain of our childhoods. It all started in 2005 when he took Matt Hardy's girl. While poor Matt Hardy was out nursing a knee injury at home, Edge started nursing Lita on the road. The WWE found out and made it a whole TV storyline. And once that happened, it was a wrap, because Edge not only took Matt Hardy's girl, he then proceeded to beat Matt Hardy's ass live on pay-per-view. He took the man's girl and then left his ass a bloody mess in front of millions of people, and then he danced on his grave. Yo, Edge did Matt Hardy so dirty that, yo, if a man did me like how Edge did Matt Hardy, I'm going out shooting. But nah, man, as the weeks went by, Edge and Lita just got worse and worse. Once he had Lita by his side, it was GG, because they would come out and every week just wild out on the Raw roster and then proceed to have like the nastiest, sloppiest, the most disgusting makeout sessions every single week. Less than a year into his run, this man took Matt Hardy's girl, beat his ass in front of millions of people, sent him packing to SmackDown, and then walked into New Year's Revolution 2006 and took John Cena's championship. Man, this will forever be the biggest bitch move I have ever seen in my life. Bro, John Cena was sitting in there in his after surviving the Elimination Chamber, after outlasting 6 other men, he was still champion. It's like, yo, what a happy ending. But no, there are no happy endings when Edge is involved. Out comes Edge with his Money in the Bank briefcase, he cashes it in, and he hits him with 2 spears and ends up becoming the WWE champion. Yo, I'm not lying to you when I say that this moment traumatized me as a kid.
This going crazy at the playground.
This was a moment where I decided that I will never ever like Edge. I made it my life's mission to hate on Edge. I was going to be the Patrick Beverly of hating Edge. Yo, trust me, you had to be there to understand. I was watching this live and I was so close to tears. I was 7 years old and John Cena was my favorite wrestler. John Cena was my hero, and John Cena always won and he always survived, and he did. That was the thing. He did win the match. He did survive, but then this guy, this piece of shit, just came in there and took the championship. And nah, this moment changed me as a kid. The next night, he proceeded to celebrate that championship win by having a live sex celebration. Bro, what? How is this even allowed? Imagine being 7 years old and your favorite wrestler gets caught by this guy, and the next night you gotta watch him have sex on live TV while you watch with your grandma.
Thank God my mom.
Do you guys see why I hate this man? Edge was just a sick, twisted man. Not only did he take girlfriends and championship belts, yo, for some reason he also loved abusing old men for no reason. I remember watching Raw and all I see is Edge just beating up a 57-year-old Ric Flair in a TLC match. Why the f was Ric Flair in a TLC match? All you see is Ric Flair bleeding all over the damn place, getting suplexed off a ladder and just dying, and Edge is just there having the time of his life abusing this poor old man. Of course, this was also the year he speared Mick Foley through a flaming table. But do you guys remember what he did in the mixed tag match at One Night Stand 06? As everyone knows, right, this is a wrestling pin, right? This is how you win a match. Nah, not for Edge. This is how he won the match. That is another man's wife. I am telling you, he is a sick
rated R
man.
superstar.
He needed to be stopped, right? He was running around doing this to another man's wife. The same night he cost Cena the championship, and then a few weeks later, he casually went to John Cena's house and slapped his dad in the living room. This guy was possessed. He was just the definition of evil. I'm surprised he didn't wrestle in like black Air Forces. Yo, he needed to be stopped, man. He needed to be stopped. But that was a problem. He can never be stopped because every time he got clapped, every time someone did anything to Edge, yeah, he would disappear for a bit, but he would always come back, and he would always come back even stronger, even scummier, even slimier. This man was like the Frieza of WWE. Let me show you what I mean, okay? So John Cena threw this man into a lake, right? He threw him off a ladder into a bunch of tables. He beat him in a cage match, and I remember watching WrestleMania 23. When Jeff Hardy dropped the leg drop on him, it looked like Edge died. It literally looked like Edge died, and that was the greatest moment of my life. Seeing Edge get carried away on a stretcher, I was like, yes, he's dead, he's gone, he's not winning this match, hallelujah, Edge is not a problem anymore. But no, because he only came back slimier and scummier. It was May 2007, and it was an episode of SmackDown. The main event was super hyped up, and it was for the World Heavyweight Championship. It was Batista versus The Undertaker. Both men escaped at the exact same time, and The Undertaker, he got clapped, no doubt, but he was still walking out champion, and it was respectable. The Undertaker was a respectable champion. But then, you know, Mark Henry's music played, and I'm like, okay. So Mark Henry just beats up The Undertaker, leaves him lying there dead, and it's like, alright, cool, Mark, I don't know why you're acting up. Not like The Undertaker's gonna beat your ass next week. It was minor. Mark Henry was not a problem, and I was like, all right, cool. What a great episode of SmackDown. I can't wait for next week. It was amazing. You know, time to go to sleep. But then it happened.
You think you know me?
On SmackDown, on the CW, on the show that was supposed to be my safe place, on Friday night, on the night that I was not supposed to see him, out came Edge. Yo, he had the briefcase in his hand, and it was happening again. It was literally happening again. It was like deja vu. Remember how I said he traumatized me in 06 when he cashed in on John Cena?
Had us going crazy at the playground,
this was on the show he wasn't even on. He was a Raw wrestler, but nah, here he is. Yo, SmackDown was my safe space. Okay, this was supposed to be the show that he would never appear. My edge guard was all the way down. I was chilling, I was relaxing, but no, here he comes out there once again, and once again he finesses the system and becomes World Heavyweight Champion. The poor Undertaker is lying there in his blood. He is deader than usual, and Edge just goes in there and becomes champion. And at that point, that's when it hit me. That's when I realized, yo, it didn't matter if it was Raw, it didn't matter if it was SmackDown, it didn't matter if you were injured at home, because he'll take your wife on the road. And if you aren't at home, it doesn't matter. He'll go home and slap your dad. Like, it didn't matter if you were 57 years old, it didn't matter if you were a dead man. Edge was always going to tweak. And yo, I swear to you, this was the worst thing he ever did, because once Edge came to SmackDown, this man reached another level. I thought Edge was bad on Raw, but no. Once he came to SmackDown, it was over. Edge for the next few years would go on to pillage,
he was top tier heel,
destroy SmackDown with the scummiest tactics I had ever seen in my life. Every time there was
he wasn't on the level of Randy Orton, but he was top tier.
He never died. He always won with a roll up. He won by escaping the cage, running through the crowd. Every time I'm like, yo, he's finally gonna get clapped. He never did. And if by some divine miracle he did get clapped, it didn't matter. Okay, it didn't matter. In July of 2007, he actually got injured, and that meant he had to give up his title. He had to surrender the title, and he was no longer a champion. And I remember being so happy just sitting there watching Edge in the ring. He was crying, and he gave the title to Teddy. I was really happy. I'm like, yo, the bad man's gone. Great. But no, it was not great, because he always came back, and he always came back scummier than ever. It was November of 2007. Edge had been gone for 4 months. 4 months of bliss, 4 months of awesomeness, 4 months of not seeing his stupid face. And it was Survivor Series 07. It was Batista and The Undertaker in an amazing Hell in a Cell match. Everything was fine, and I really wanted Batista to win as usual, and I thought that it was gonna happen, right? I was pretty confident. And then all of a sudden, the cameraman starts tweaking. Yes, the cameraman. Yo, this guy, Edge, disguised himself as a cameraman in the Hell in a Cell and just went in there and just started beating up everyone. He hit him with a camera, got a bunch of chairs, just blasted everyone's head, just left everyone a bloody mess, and he was back. Just like that, Edge was back. And at first, I was like, all right, whatever, you know, Taker and Batista are going to kill him. You know, it's no problem. But no. No, it was a huge problem because at Armageddon 07, the next month on pay-per-view, it was a triple threat match. Batista, Undertaker, and Edge. Well, you know what? We thought it was a triple threat match because that was not the case. This man brought stunt doubles to a wrestling match, and not just one, but two. He brought in two idiots that looked just like him and basically had them around the ring playing dead, playing dummy. Bro, what the f? All you see is Edge getting clapped. But no, apparently it's not Edge. Then you see Edge getting clapped again. No, it's not Edge. Then you see like two Edges on the floor while another Edge is in there. I can't. You already know what happened. He finessed the system and he walked out champion once again. Bro, what? How? Where? Who? Huh? Nah, it was too much. This guy was using military tactics in a wrestling match. This guy was out here using guerrilla warfare, using dummy. I can't. So he was world champion once again, right? But that wasn't enough for Edge. Nah. He wanted to reach another level of peak sliminess. He needed protection. He needed security. He needed a way to ensure that he stayed at the top. So what does he do? He ends up in a relationship with Vickie Guerrero. Vickie Guerrero basically becomes Edge's sugar mama, and these two buffoons begin to run SmackDown. Every week they would come out and these bozos would screw over all of SmackDown. The clips of Edge and Vickie kissing legit make me want to gag. Edge was that desperate. Edge was that slimy and disgusting that he got with Vickie Guerrero, and yo, they were the definition of evil. I remember Vickie made a TLC match at One Night Stand 08, and the stipulation was if the Undertaker lost to Edge, he had to be forced to leave the WWE. So what happens in the match? Well, Edge and Vickie have like the armed forces basically go out there like it's a Desert Storm operation, and they make sure that the Undertaker does not win this match. Edge wins the match and the Undertaker was banished from the WWE. Nah, yo, Edge was a sick man. At one point, he was even engaged to Vickie Guerrero. They were going to get married on an episode of SmackDown. But luckily, at the wedding, Triple H came out and showed Vickie and the world footage of Edge cheating on Vickie. And this resulted in the wedding getting called off, and Vickie went crazy. Vickie went mental. She called off the wedding. She hated Edge, and she made sure that Edge was gonna pay for this. So what she does is make Edge take on the Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match, and everyone's like, "Yay! Edge is finally gonna get clapped. Everything's gonna catch up to Edge. It's
that
the
was
end.
A great
it's over."
match,
and that's
bro.
what happened.
5-star match right there, bro. That is a great match. Hold on. This is a great fucking match right here. That was a 5-star match right there, bro. Hella great match. Bro, that shit was, bro. Edge and Undertaker put on arguably one of the greatest Hell in a Cell matches I've ever seen, bro. That was amazing. I wouldn't say it's the best I ever seen, but it's up there. It's top tier. This was a 5-star match, bro. Very good.
Happens, right? The Undertaker destroys Edge in a Hell in a Cell match. He chokeslams him from a ladder through the ring, sets it on fire, basically killing Edge. And it's like, yes, finally,
send him to
he's
hell.
Done. He's dead. Edge is over. Like, we can move on with our lives.
Nope.
But no.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
It was November of 2008, okay? Edge had disappeared, Edge was dead, and now Jeff Hardy stepped up, and Jeff Hardy really took Edge's place, and now he was the top guy on SmackDown. Everyone wanted to see Jeff Hardy become the WWE champion, and he was so close. So Survivor Series 08, the main event was going to be a triple threat match. Jeff Hardy versus Vladimir Kozlov versus Triple H for the WWE Championship. And this was finally going to be the night that Jeff finally wins the big one. But right before the show, news comes out that Jeff Hardy was found unconscious at his hotel and that he wouldn't be able to wrestle at the show. So the match became Vladimir Kozlov versus Triple H. Great, amazing. So the match is taking place and everyone's like, yo, we want Jeff. Where is Jeff? We want Jeff. And everyone is just hoping and praying that Jeff Hardy comes in and wins the match. So 10 minutes into the match, they're obviously having a 5-star classic, right? It's Kozlov and Triple H, 5-star classic. Out comes Vickie Guerrero. And at this point, I had never been so happy to see Vickie Guerrero in my life, and she comes out and she's all happy, she's excited, and she's like, we promised you a triple threat match and that's what you're gonna get. Everyone's like, yo, really it's happening? And she starts screaming, he's here, and I was so amped, I was ready, I was about to do my Jeff Hardy dance, I'm jumping for joy, and then all you hear,
you think you know me?
Bro, what kind of sick joke is that? Why is he here? I thought Edge was dead. I thought Edge was done, but no, apparently Edge came back from the dead in a match that I never in my wildest dreams thought Edge was going to be involved. He went in there and for like the 50th time in 3 years, he went in there and he ruined everything. I wanted Jeff Hardy to win the championship. somehow Edge walks out the champion. I can't. It just became a routine. It just became like clockwork. It was like, yo, every like 4 months, I'm sorry, my guy, but Edge is coming in, Edge is going over, Edge is gonna ruin everything. It doesn't matter. You can kill him, put him through tables, put him through the ring, set him on fire, put him through a ladder. It didn't matter. No matter what, this guy always came back. He always came back. He became champion. He prevailed, slimier and scummier than ever. Edge always prevailed. It would be like the most random pay-per-views. No Way Out 2009, right? He goes in as champion, he loses in 3 minutes. Oh, doesn't matter. I guess I can't be WWE champion. I'll just go become world heavyweight champion. I'll just go beat up Kofi Kingston before his match and just become the champion. Like, yo, this is the thing. It's like rules didn't apply for Edge. This guy broke all the rules. He bent all the rules. Whatever he wanted, he did. This guy was the worst. He was the ultimate supervillain. Yo, nobody was safe, and I literally hate this man. What this man did from 2005 until 2009, it's illegal. He needs to be arrested. He should have been prosecuted. I can't. There has never been a wrestler, and there never will be a wrestler who will ever be on his level of being as slimy, as scummy, and as disgusting as him. This man is single-handedly responsible for 98% of my childhood trauma. For all the PTSD I have, it's because of this guy. It was just too much, man. No matter what show, what championship, he would always be there. He would just be ready to ruin it all. This man, I swear to you, he gave me PTSD. Whenever something good happened as a kid while I was watching wrestling, whenever something positive happened, in the back of my head, I was always there like, oh shit, what if I hear that sound?
You think you know me?
Yo, man, it was just too much. But yeah, man, jokes aside, respect to Edge. At the end of the day, Edge is responsible for so many moments of our childhood that we're never gonna forget. Even though in the moments we hated it, even though it hurt, even though he did everything to ruin everything for us, he was actually making the moments for us. Because of Edge, I'm never gonna forget when he cashed in against Cena or The Undertaker, when he came back to ruin everything for Jeff Hardy. A movie or a TV show can only be as good as the villain, and it's the same thing for WWE. Edge was the perfect villain for the perfect era, and Edge literally made our childhoods. So yo, do I still hate Edge? Of course. Will I always hate Edge? Of course. He's always going to be my #1 villain, my #1 enemy. But at the end of the day, I know deep down that this man made our childhood so special. At the end of the day, I am so glad that I grew up in the era where I got to see Edge be the villain of my childhood.
Yep. Most definitely, man. Shout out to Edge too, man. He a legend in the business. Already in the Hall of Fame, but still doing work behind the scene. But still doing work, man. It's amazing, bro. Because when he retired, bro, when he abruptly had to retire, bro, that shit was kind of sad, bro. Like, because he was top tier, bro. It didn't matter if he was a face or a heel. He was just a top tier, all around wrestler, bro. But yeah, man, that's just gonna about do it for this one. Edge is definitely a legend. Edge is somebody that we hated growing up with, but we can appreciate the memories. Without further ado, that's just gonna about do it for this one. I'll see you all in the next video. Till then, peace out.